Happy Halloween, by the way. We're also going to have more about the Indianapolis Colts for you and kind of their switch up to the roster as we head into a big game on Sunday night in prime time. But we also want to get you caught up on the traffic situation we have right now.
Yeah, and Matt, it's a pretty big traffic situation going on right now for people heading out to work.
Yes, we don't know all the details yet, but I-70 West is closed at Quaker Boulevard. That's the main exit for Plainfield. You see a lot of law enforcement and first emergency responders there at the scene. It does look like actually just now the inside lane has been open, so now not completely closed, inside lane open, but the middle lane and the outside lane there towards the right closed right now. What we've had is a multi-vehicle accident. You can't actually see everything from this camera view. There's more out of the view. We're trying to get more details right now, but this is a serious one. Traffic is now backed up for about 3 miles. Headed westbound. So you're leaving Indianapolis, you're headed out towards Terre Haute, headed out towards Brazil. So one lane now open there in the inside lane, but it is a crawl. You're trying to get so many folks onto just that single lane right now. Also, the on-ramp, I-70 West, to hop onto I-70 and go west, that is closed right now. I'll step off to the side. You can see some of these crews working to respond to this accident. There's at least a vehicle or two inside the ravine there. So we'll continue to monitor this, but big accident, I-70 westbound there in Hendricks County, leaving Indianapolis. This is our only accident that we have at this time, but it is a closure right now for the on-ramp and headed westbound. Let's talk about weather this morning. Boy, it is a warm and windy start. We've got some gusts out of the south above 30 miles per hour. Guys, it's as warm as Central Florida out there right now. We're in the 60s, even got some 70s out there towards IU. Clouds are increasing and a couple rain showers are starting to increase as well. We're watching this band of rain come in from the west. This is the heavier batch, but ahead of it, we've got a couple sprinkles trying to form there in southwestern Indiana, trying to make their run towards central Indiana. So we've got a couple showers coming in towards Bloomington, Terre Haute, Brazil, got a couple sprinkles for us too. But the main line is still about 3 hours away. From about 8, 9, 10 o'clock, expect rain to arrive around the Indianapolis area. Eastern Indiana, we may be waiting closer to lunchtime before the majority of the rain starts to come in. But here's the thing. Most of the rain should be ending before trick-or-treating. There may still be a couple lingering showers, 5, 6 o'clock, but by about 7, 8, we're done. It is going to get chillier, though, after that quarter-inch rain falls, and then we dry out later this evening.
Because it could have been anybody.
A shocking situation this morning in an Indianapolis park where children play. We're hearing from a woman. She says she was attacked by a knife-wielding 16-year-old at a Southside park last weekend. Yeah,
it was a scary situation for Joanne Green and her young daughter. While she was at Sandorf Park near Raymond and Keystone, she was playing with her daughter. She's just 6 years old. She saw a teen with a knife taking swipes at other kids playing there, and the teen quickly turned his focus to Joanne. Now, she says the teen started to taunt her with the knife and then stabbed her.
He turned around and said, "Do you think this is funny?" And I said, "No." And he struck me the first time on the left side of the head with the knife. And then the second time he said, "Do you?" And he struck me again on the right side of my neck.
So she quickly says she grabbed her daughter and got to safety.
She was in the back seat of the car screaming, "Shut the door, Mommy, let's go, let's go, let's go." And I told her, "We can't go, I'm bleeding too bad."
Well, right now that teen is in police custody. Thankfully, Joanne, she is going to be okay. And she says those frightening moments are a stark reminder that people should always be aware of their surroundings. Now, court documents reveal the teen has been diagnosed with autism and ADHD, and right now that teen is being charged as an adult.
Well, 6:04 this morning, we're hearing about testimony from the psychologist who actually treated Richard Allen during his alleged confessions while in prison.
Right now, Allen is on trial for the killing of Abby Williams and Libby German in Delphi more than 7 years ago. Now, the testimony gives insight into his actions before, during, and after the alleged crimes.
The defense pushing back on her claims, trying to discredit her. Dr. Monica Wallet treated Richard Allen for 13 months while he was at the Westville Correctional Facility. And during her testimony, she told jurors she heard him confess to the murders several times. She also said during one of those confessions, the information he told her about was detailed. She went on to say Allen admitted to the girls killing and covering their bodies up.
And while the defense was cross-examining her, she told the court that she diagnosed Allen with a serious mental illness. She also said he was experiencing psychotic behavior around the time that he confessed. The jury also heard about the doctor's fascination with the case and that she discussed details with Allen while treating him.
Jurors also heard testimony from Brad Weber, who lives across the creek from where the girls' bodies were found. He got into a heated exchange with the defense when they questioned him specifically about his whereabouts after leaving his work that day. The defense also handed him a subpoena while he was on the stand. Now, be sure to watch our Delphi Debrief show to get caught up every night on WTHR Plus. An in-depth look at what happened that day. Bob Siegel and Emily Longnecker and our legal expert break down the major developments from the courtroom weeknights at 10 p.m. You can also stream that show on demand right now at WTHR Plus. Well, right now we are trying to gather more information about the breaking news we had for you yesterday morning here on Sunrise. We've reached out to police to see if they have any suspect in custody or a motive in the killing of a man found dead on South Denny Street. That's near Sherman Drive in East Washington. Officers tell us they found that man who'd been shot on the second floor of the apartment. We'll, of course, share any new details we learn as soon as it becomes available. Well, this morning we do have an update on that 72-year-old woman who was hurt in a shooting on the west side of Indianapolis. This is surveillance picture and what it captured. Her son tells us the shooting was also damaged her lungs and she's had to have surgery. She simply was asleep in her bed at the time of the shooting. Police and family members believe someone on early Tuesday morning targeted the wrong house during a drive-by.
Well, this morning we are hearing from a former teacher at Broad Ripple Middle School who resigned after months of problems, she says, that happened at the school.
And she isn't the only teacher. Records show at least 8 teachers have left just this year. See, a New Yorker is live this morning with the latest. Good morning.
Good morning, ladies. We pulled all of the IPS personnel records, and the numbers show that about 100 teachers have resigned district-wide, and 8 of them here at Broad Ripple Middle School. One teacher describing it as a, quote, unsafe learning environment. Now, the teacher resigned earlier this year and wants to remain anonymous. We have altered her voice to protect her identity. She tells 13 News, although she believes Broad Ripple has an amazing staff, she just had to leave. She said there were reports of fighting, cursing at teachers, and threats among students. She says the building was not ready to reopen for this school year, and she felt it was impossible to teach, so she left.
It was a rocky start. Like, I think we'll all admit, like, it was pretty chaotic and stuff to start with. There weren't as many policies in place as we would have liked to have seen to start, especially for like behavior issues with students. It has dramatically changed.
Now, IPS shared a statement with us that reads in part, Broad Ripple has implemented key initiatives and these improvements have resulted in positive feedback from parents. Now, also last night, several parents met with the IPS school board. Hear that part of the story coming up on Sunrise at 6:30. Ladies.
All right, thanks so much, Sia. We appreciate it. We'll check back with you. All right, it's time to get up and party with the Swifties because they are ready. The Circle City getting ready for 200,000 Taylor Swift fans this weekend. It is for 3 nights of the Swift's Era Tour at Lucas Oil Stadium.
Wow, 200,000. That's unbelievable. And while Taylor Swift isn't even in town just yet, fans, you can get some official merch.
I bought $450 worth.
I think this came out to like $450.
What? What? On T-shirts?
Yeah, that's
And
how
they
much
can
they
afford the
love
tickets.
Taylor Swift. Now, of course, it was a huge lot. Look at them waiting in line just to get that merch at the convention center. Just gives you a glimpse of the impact, the enormous impact this concert tour is having on our city. We know, of course, 3 sold-out performances at Lucas Oil Stadium start tomorrow.
I know, it's so exciting. So they're expecting to bring in more than $100 million to the city because of this tour. Now, if you didn't get your Taylor trinkets, there's still plenty of time. The store open in the Exhibit Hall K through Saturday. And apparently you can get some stuff there at this store that you can only buy in person, not even online.
Wow. Yeah.
All right, big kudos to our Pacers riding high this morning after the game-winning shot last night at Gainbridge Fieldhouse.
If you saw it, I mean, Pascal Siakam sinking a 3-pointer with 6 seconds left to beat the Boston Celtics. The blue and gold, they blew a 24-point lead to the defending champs in the fourth quarter. Siakam getting the ball from NBA All-Star Tyrese Halliburton and then hitting a 3 from downtown. It was just enough for the Pacers to walk away with that win.
Now, Siakam finished the game with 29 points, 11 rebounds. Benedict Mathurin led the team with 30, and Halliburton had 17. Pacers on the road to New Orleans tomorrow. Got some issues out there in traffic, don't we, Matt?
We do. Big update for the I-70 westbound crash at the Plainfield exit. It's been temporarily reopened just to allow folks to get on through. You're actually seeing the final cars push through before police and IMPD and state troopers close down this section of the interstate. The on-ramp is actually closed right now. Folks are being forced to get onto Quaker Boulevard instead of continuing on I-70 West. We'll have another update on traffic and a look at your Halloween rain forecast coming up.